Hi everyone, it's Maddie. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are in a new location. I am coming to you from my closet with a video that was requested by my friend B. Rachel. Hi, thank you so much for the request. This is kind of a doozy of a video. This is my Chanel shoe collection. I am just going to focus on Chanel shoes, not like all designer shoes. So we're going to be skipping over some, you see this one here. We're not talking about her because we don't have time. Okay, we gotta freaking get into it. I have 3 rows of shoes in this container store, whatever rack. This was installed here when we bought the house. It's not something I picked out. I have a few more here. I have boots on the ground, literally. And we'll get into it. I've just figured it's easier to bring the camera in here versus bring the shoes out there. And I don't want to kind of like make a mess. I like always feel weird in like the shoe videos and people are like touching them too much. I'm like, shoes are dirty. Because they're on the ground, right? Not because, all right, Maddie. Come on, Copernicus. All right, starting off with the top row, I have my sandals up here. This pair of shoes is not heavily worn. This is just like a little charcoal, anti-moisture, anti-smell type thing. Anyway, so this is a Chanel sandal. I forget what year. I want to say 2022 these came out. These were like very much the it sandal and they were like hard to come by. I had to order them from SA out of town. I don't wear these a ton, but they are very comfortable. This block heel makes obviously life easier, easy to walk in. It's not too high of a heel. I think it's maybe 2.5 inches. Super cute. And then the only other pair of Chanel, well, in this row, I have one more pair of Chanel sandals, are these pearl Chanel flats. They're backwards. See, and here's where I get weird touching the shoes. They're these pearl CC Mules. So cute. These are really nice for traveling with, especially because they pack pretty flat. And I just love like the little pearl detail. To me though, a mule, while it's nice for travel, it's hard because I feel like with mules, they look better with pants, but it's a sandal. So it's like a summer shoe. So I probably don't get as much use out of that mule style than I do my Orons or anything like that. But anyway, I guess to continue with, no, let's just go in order. I'm not jumping around. I'll get too confused. Okay, then next we come to my most favorite Chanel shoe, which is the Chanel flat. And I have a ton of these. And I'm going to start with the ones that aren't in this rack. Right now, well, I kind of am all over the place, but I have some that are in boxes that go up high, and then I have some that are like easy access, and I kind of switch them based on the season. But I'm looking at it right now and it's like August and I don't know why I haven't switched them out properly. But anyway, my most favorite pair of Chanel flats are these gold flats, which I wore on my wedding day. They're really pretty. They have a satin toe and a gold leather trim. I always get flats in a size 39, like regardless, and I think that fits well. People always ask about sizing. Chanel sizing, I feel like it runs true to size, but it's like true to what size? So I'm always pretty much at 39. Okay, next up we have this very classic pair. This is like, they're always available. Like they have the lambskin with the patent toe. And these are pretty well worn. You can see the bottom. Like I've worn these a lot, but the nice thing about Chanel flats is you can get them resold at the cobbler and they almost come out like new. And then the next pair in boxes, I might need to replace these soon. These are also a second pair of Chanel ballet flats, but these are all caviar, which are hard to come by. And you can see I've already had these resold, so they're very well worn. I just have the dust bag in there. So they're very well worn. These are like my beater flats. These ones, like I schlepped all over Paris wearing those. But I need, when I see the caviar, the full caviar black flat next, I'll just grab another pair. Those are my second pair that I've had of those. Okay, moving back to the rack. We have these beautiful, these are lilac. I actually got these this year, 23p, to match the bag I got. The toe is ribbon. And then it has a special little bow and pearl. So it's kind of like a different, slightly different design and a slightly tighter fit. These ones I got in London, and actually I'm having, these are the one pair of shoes, and they're also newer. These match my jacket, ready to wear. These are the one pair that I'm having a quality issue with. You can see that the sole is cracking away from the heel here, which I noticed the other day and I was pretty upset by. That's the first time that this has happened, and I have a lot of these flats, and so I'm hoping it's just a one-off issue with this white color, but I don't know. So in terms of quality, that's the one issue I've had, is with these shoes that I literally bought this year in London. So these aren't that old to like be doing that. Okay, then next I bought these lambskin pink leather flats in London last year. They were a color that I hadn't seen before, and so when I saw them in Harrods, I knew I had to grab them. These ones are the super popular, and I'm just gonna leave the little whatever thing in there, denim flats from this year. These were really popular. Denim is like so in, and there were several different versions. This was the first one that came out. And then next, these are from last year. They're a little dusty, but these are a deep purple velvet flat. So they're all velvet. And I was like, why have they been out? Because it's summertime and these are like definitely a winter shoe, but anyway. Okay, next, and I'm seeing that my camera battery is low, so I'm gonna have to go quickly. Next I have these slingbacks, which aren't really flat. I mean, they're kind of flats, they're like cutaway flats, and these are really nice for like a more formal look. The toe is slightly different here. These aren't as comfortable as the normal flats, but they're a little dressier, which can be like a nice change of pace. Okay, and then two more pairs of flats. Yeah, I know. Next up we have these classic, these ones are kind of like the caveat, the other black flats, like regularly available. This is a quilted calfskin, and these have like a burgundy lining, which is really pretty. And this is another pair that I probably need to replace soon. If you look at the bottom, you can see I need to get them resold. Wow, I really need to get them resold. I've literally worn through. So if you're wondering if I wear my shoes, I do, but they last a long time. Like those ones are several years old. So there you go. Okay, and then the last pair of flats I haven't actually worn yet. These are from the 23A Métier d'Art collection, and I have the jacket to match, which I'm like really excited. It kind of matches my shirt. Okay, we're ready for fall. All right, so really quickly wrapping up sandals. We have these kind of puffy pool slides here. They got a little dirty, and so I don't know if I would necessarily recommend these. I don't know, they need a little wash. They look like there's color transfer here. Probably my mistake for wearing them to the pool, but if you have shoes, you need to use them. They're also, these ones are quite heavy and pretty flat. All right, next is a fun pair of sandals. So I sold my dad's sandals. They didn't fit me well. These ones are looking a little dusty because I haven't really worn them this summer. These are like a take on a dad sandal. They're a platform sandal. They have the cute CC in the back. And these ones just fit me better. I found that with the dad molded bottom, like it would make like farting noises when I walked. And they're also like, these are heavy, but I don't know, the dad sandals, they like gave me back pain. They were not good for me. And then, wow, I really should have dusted in here before doing this. The last pair of shoes on this rack that are Chanel, they're ready for fall. These are the Chanel loafers. This was a very popular, very hard to find type shoe. This has the CC turn lock on the toe. These they've made for many seasons. And these ones are one of the few Chanel shoes where I actually had to size up. So these are 39.5, but in addition to sizing up, I also had to stretch these just because I have a high instep. Okay, moving right along. I'm down to one pair of espadrilles. These are the beige and black classic espadrilles. I had a pair of black espadrilles, but I'm actually in the process of selling them just because they were a little too worn out. And so it's just time for me to move on. And I also just am not reaching for espadrilles a lot lately. Okay, next we have the category of sneakers, which is really exciting. These are my most loved Chanel sneakers. They definitely need to be cleaned. They're black. They're super comfy. I've worn these all over. These are like my go-to airport shoe because they're like Chanel, but they're like a little more subtle. And when I say a little bit more subtle, that's like totally in reference to this next shoe, which is not subtle. This is like a full rhinestone Chanel shoe, which also needs to be cleaned, sneaker. These are a statement shoe. So these are like really the va-voom moment. Like if you're going to New York, you wear the black ones. If you're going to Vegas, you wear the sparkle ones, you know, like that's the vibe. These next ones are controversial, but I love them. These are from Cruise of this year. They're like the New Balance Chanel sneaker. And when I saw this shoe on the runway, this was 22C, I want to say. Yeah, 23C, whatever it was this year. I was like, it's so good. I have to have it. Okay, now my phone's really camera. Okay, we're gonna hurry along. These pink sneakers, so cute. I have the bag to match them. It's such a moment. So you now understand why the black ones, I was like, they're low key. Chanel boots are amazing. I have two pairs. This first pair I don't wear a ton. They're a little bit more under the radar. They have the Turnlock CC and the CC on the toe. These are like more for bad weather, but my most worn Chanel boot, which I would buy another pair of, which were really comfortable for me, are these combat boots. These ones have the little chain here instead of the thing around the top, and then also the zip on the side for easy on and off. Love, love, love these shoes. They come out with a version every year. This chain is removable if you're like not into that. The one thing about it is I was afraid to wear them to the Taylor Swift concert because I didn't want to get them confiscated because they were like no chains, as in like wallet chains. All right, as long as my phone doesn't die, I have one more pair of shoes to show you. I don't know why I keep saying phone when I mean camera, but here we go. This is the main event. These are my favorite. I've only worn them a couple times, but both times that I wore these shoes, they made me feel like $1,000,000, which makes sense because these shoes were very expensive. These are the 23S runway sparkle booty with the little bow and the pearl CC rhinestones all over. They're like a boot look, but they kind of fit and wear more like a heel, more like a block heel. It's really like a heel shoe because the netting, it's all just netting. And I haven't, knock on wood, lost a crystal yet. See, it's more just like a heel in there. But they are drop dead. Okay, the camera died when I said drop dead, which is just like too much for me. The video's over, the camera's dying. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And otherwise, I will talk to you later. Okay, I'll charge my battery next time. Bye.